Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? About to get in the fight. What's going on, people?
Okay, the internet is going crazy in reference to a family of a slain Ann Arbor teen seeks to forgive as the killer gets 25 to 52 years prison. Now, this is going out because the simple fact of the matter is that due to the fact that he killed someone, he just simply just smirked and smiled and everything, and they couldn't understand why he didn't have any type of remorse. Okay, I'm going to share this story with this. It says, Ann Arbor, Michigan, despite watching the convict killer smile at his sentences, the family of the Jordan Klee is seeking closure and attempting to find forgiveness as far as Washtenaw County prosecutor said on Monday, July the 24th, after growing intense on the smiling of Danta Wright, 70 years old, at Ann Arbor during the sentences on Monday. Judge David as Swartz allowed prosecutor time to consult with the family as far as the slain 18-year-old Pioneer high school student to see if they preferred to reject the sentences agreement in place of send the case to trial. After nearly an hour delay, Assistant Washtenaw County prosecutor attorney John came back with the answer and said Swartz would forward the rights as far as plead a sentence as 25 to 52 years in prison, and that they wanted to try and forgive the defendant, and they were asking as well as the people that you can proceed with the sentence agreement. Vella told the judge, reiterating as far as some sentiments shared as far as the victim impacts of the statement of Jordan Klee's mother, Karen, and his grandfather, Karen Key, was weeping when given the opportunity to address the court Monday, and instead of allowing the cousin to read the prepared statement, recalling the son who had often been in their Wendy's Frosty as the finishing work and brought laughter to the love of her life. Her son was killed in robbery and no longer has a future, she said. Now, Key senior year was supposed to be a celebration, but become a night where she said, describing the anger that she now feels that so because the first time in her life I feel hate in my heart. Here is what I hope. I hope that every time you want a jacket that you stay cold, she said. I hope that every time you want shoes there is a hole in yours. I hope that every time you want your meal you go hungry, and I hope every time you want for a bed you have the sleepless night. I hope that every time you hope your mother visit, she doesn't come to visit. But for more than anything, because we and I am nothing like you, I don't wish or hope anything upon you. Wrights pleaded guilty as far as the armed robbery, conspiracy to commit armed robbery, felony, firearms as far as second-degree murder, and charged with conspiracy to commit armed robbery and conspiracy to commit larceny against Wrights when dismissed as a part of a plea agreement. It will not be charged in connection of the 2015 gang-related shooting as far as the 20-year-old Key Andrew Pliff. Now, I'm going to share this in reference to, the video into his mother, talking about this and stuff. And they're trying to say basically that he didn't seem like he really cared. But I'm going to share this video with you. Check this out.
Your Honor, my name is Jordan Klee, and I'm Karen's cousin. She's asked me to read this on her behalf. Sure. Okay. Jordan Michael Klee, born July 26, 1998. Murdered October 4th, 2016, at 18 years old. Jordan has no future. Jordan can no longer choose to go to college. Jordan can no longer choose to change. Jordan can no longer make a difference. Jordan can no longer fall in love or have a family. Jordan no longer has a future. I've lost my only child, my son, my baby, my friend. More than that, I've lost laughter and love. I no longer have the hope of having grandchildren. I've lost the enjoyment of holidays and birthdays and of everyday life. As a mother, or any parent ages, her children are there to care for her. But now in my life, I walk this journey alone. I no longer have that luxury because that was carelessly and cruelly taken from me. I no longer get to see the smile of my son when he walks through the door and brings me a Frosty from Wendy's at the end of his shift. The simple pride of a hard work shift and bringing his mom something that just makes her happy. Songs we used to enjoy, I can no longer listen to. Movie nights we did together no longer exist. I could continue with all the loss. I won't. This year was supposed to be a year of celebration, of senior pictures with prom and graduation and parties. Instead, it was a nightmare that no parent should ever endure. On the nights I managed to sleep, I wake up hearing my son scream for me, to then have to realize all over again, night after night, my son is dead, gone, taken. For what? Why? Can you answer the question? Why? Why? I have an answer. Your answer will never be good enough. There will never be an answer good enough to satisfy why you shot my son. Why you thought that what you had should be yours. Why you felt that what you wanted, you were entitled to. Why you thought his death was an acceptable response to your jealousy or desire to what he had. Drugs, clothes, money, jewelry, phones, shoes, whatever it was that you felt you needed more than his life. Your why will never be better than his life. Your want will never trump my son's death. You get to live, get to wake up every day. Your life continues. I sincerely hope that whatever it was you wanted so badly that you felt the need to murder my son was worth the next at least 52 years of your continued existence. You won't get the luxury of raising your child because you took mine away. So because for the first time in my life, I feel hate in my heart, here is what I hope. I hope that every time you want for a jacket, that you stay cold. I hope that every time you want for shoes, you get a hole in yours. I hope that every time you want for a meal, you go hungry. And hope that every time you want for a bed, you have a sleepless night. I hope that every time you wish for your mother, she doesn't come for a visit. But more than anything, because we, and I, am nothing like you, I don't wish or hope any of that upon you. I simply wish that you go to prison for the maximum time your plea agreement allows, that you become something more than what you were taught to be in your miserable life, and that your child gets brought up far away from the life you led, because it's obvious to me and everyone here that you need help. Your actions have led you to a prison cell, but have also created an empty cell that I live in every day. While you can still hope to be released one day, I'll never escape my hell. You are still alive, but Jordan has no future. Thank you, Your Honor. We're done. You all right?
And listen to what he's about to say.
Your Honor, just briefly, the pre-sentence report indicates that my client made a statement to the probation officer who prepared the report indicating that it was never his intention to injure. Your Honor, my client, the only thing I would say, Your Honor, is that if the court is intending to follow the plea agreement, then I don't really have anything for. My client wants to address the court, but I don't really think so. Yeah. Go ahead.
Mr. Wright, what would you like to say?
I just want to tell y'all, I'll be home soon. R.I.P. Keon. I love my family.
That's all you got to say?
Yes.
You know, I have 123 years of approximately ever not accepted the sentence agreement between the parties because it's bargained for, sentence by the parties. But watching you sit there, smile and laugh and shake your head like this was no big deal, I'm very tempted to just say, I'm not going to accept this sentence agreement. We'll go to trial. And if you're convicted of felony murder, you'll go to prison for the rest of your life. That means you'll die there. That's what I'm tempted to do. Mr. Vella, do you want me to accept this sentence agreement?
You're going to remain prosecutor?
Yes.
I be saying, you never know who's the killer. You never know what a killer looks like. He's not even bothered. So, the following hearing, Wright's mother, Antoinette Carter, 38 years old, she had to say this in reference to her son. Check this out.
How can I say it?
That's just how he handles everything.
What do you think about his reaction during the statements that were made in the court that the judge seemed to be
Upset about?
Yeah, tell me what you think.
What upsetting me was, I'm sorry for her loss, just as well as mine. My son was supposed to graduate this year too, and I mean, it's just bad all the way around. So, that's just how I feel.
Do you think he took this lightly? Do you think he took this seriously? How do you think he...
I don't feel like he understands exactly what's going on because of his mental conditions and things like that, and no one has even brought that up or said anything about it. So
can you expand on what those conditions are that you don't feel like we're taking into account?
His mental conditions, I'm gonna put like that. The court systems in juvenile and I had tests done to see if he was a threat to society, which he's not. He sees another psychiatrist here in Ann Arbor, and she also let the attorneys know his diagnosis, what medications he's supposed to be on that he's have not had since he's been locked up. So, I mean, it's another reason why. The smiling does not have nothing to do with slack of what, how can I say it?
That's just how he handles everything.
That's how he handles everything. As a child, if
you
he's
tell
in
him
trouble,
no, he'll just look at you and smile.
He's gonna smile at you.
Knowing he's in trouble, but still, that's how he handles.
Well, to me, the mother should be much more apologetic in reference to the way his actions and stuff, because now it seems like the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Here it is, a young guy that's been murdered, basically 17 years old, Jordan Michael Klee, and here it is, his family and everything. We'll never see him again and stuff, and this is the time you could kind of make up as reference to what your son did and stuff, and you didn't do that, and here he is inside of court, and he's laughing and stuff, and here it is, these people, kids are dead and stuff, and that answer you gave as even your son is just unbearable. But I love your feedback on this, and I will let you know I love you, and I want to thank you for watching Catch the Rave.